Let's start the video off tonight by saying no, The Rock did not show up at Survivor Series, but I guarantee you there was a lot of people running to their television screens every time they heard If You Smell for about the 100th time tonight at Survivor Series as they paid tribute to The Rock's 25th WWE anniversary. And in the battle of brand supremacy, it was Raw who won 5-2. But this is things you might have missed. And before we get started, make sure you like the video. It really does help the video out. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We start with the main event. Of course, Roman Reigns versus Big E. Champ versus champ. And I've got to be critical of it. I think this match was a little bit underwhelming. In my opinion, I think it was fine. Roman Reigns did a very good job. I just think the build for Big E wasn't great heading towards Survivor Series. They did a really good job in this match, though, having him like hulk up during the match. I thought that was really cool for Big E. They did do a good job of presenting Big E throughout the match. There was a moment with the guillotine, and basically Big E was able to turn that around into the big ending, which I thought was cool. And it doesn't matter that Big E lost to Roman. Everyone loses to Roman Reigns. But I just feel like the match took too long to really get started. And then just as it seemed like it was getting started properly, like it started to get fired up, the fans started to get into it, it was over. And I think that's a mistake. And let's not lie, everyone was hoping for something here, wasn't they? Whether it be The Rock, whether it be Brock Lesnar, people was hoping for something. And the match just ended. Roman walked up the ramp. And of course, it faded to black. The show ended with this scene you see on screen right now. And that's not a bad thing. We've had a lot of returns recently. But we're wrestling fans. We always want more, right? But we did get the return of Vince McMahon tonight. Vince McMahon showed up in a limo with a new golden egg. This was on the kickoff show. I thought this was quite fun. It's an Easter egg, of course, because it is Cleopatra's egg from the movie that The Rock is actually part of. Presumably another part of the advertising for Red Notice. But what I really want to know is, Reggie is there. Why is nobody trying to pin Reggie for the 24/7 title? We did get a cool backstage segment with Vince where he basically valued the egg at $100 million. And Roman Reigns basically said that was the size of his next contract in the WWE, which I thought was quite funny. Obviously, you know, Roman Reigns probably believes he's worth it. But Vince McMahon, he didn't look very happy with that. Is he thinking budget cuts? Someone stop Vince right now. And a little bit later, we found out the egg was stolen. $100 million. Vince McMahon is down. Oh boy, this isn't going to go well. But we also found out that both Raw and SmackDown wrestlers will be at Raw tomorrow night because the investigation where the egg has gone will continue. Something's happening on Raw. What it is, I just don't know. But I'm going to be watching because this is going to be fun. In my opinion, the best match of tonight was the opening match, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. It felt so good. It felt like there was genuine heat between both women. It felt like they hated each other. And yes, it was Becky Lynch who picked up the win, beating Charlotte Flair at her own game, the roll-up, holding on to the ropes. Thought that was kind of neat. And I did like the fact Charlotte just sort of smiled, laughed it off. I would have liked a beatdown. I really would have. I thought Charlotte was going to get back in and attack Becky. But you know what? Sometimes it's just not necessary. And I think this was just two great women's wrestlers clashing. And do you know what? It delivered. It genuinely delivered. In my opinion, best match of tonight, easily. And no, before Dave Meltzer tells you so, no one left during the Women's Championship match. But we did also get a massive tease for Alexa Bliss. Yowie wowie. Alexa Bliss obviously keeps teasing things on Twitter, and once again she did tonight too. As Alexa tweeted out once again that gif of her seemingly dark alter ego coming towards the screen. Now, I saw a fan theory about this. maybe Alexa stole the egg. I have not seen the film. I don't know what this means, but does Cleopatra's egg hold some kind of mythological kind of power that maybe Alexa Bliss, the dark Alexa Bliss, wants? Maybe it's something that brings her more power, or Lily back to life or something. Maybe we'll find out on Raw. Of course, we had the 10-man elimination tag team match. Really solid match, to be fair. I think the way they portrayed it, everything was really well done. Of course, you had Sheamus checking out Drew McIntyre during his entrance. Did you spot that? He's obviously looking at the size of his sword, but Sheamus, come on, dude. And also, did you notice Jeff Hardy covering his ears? He's the only person covering his ears. Of all the people in WWE, I would not expect Jeff Hardy to be the one covering his ears during Drew's entrance. But of course, I loved the spot during the match where they referenced Seth and Austin Theory's history with one another. I thought that was kind of fun. Normally, when it's like NXT back to a call-up, they forget that kind of stuff. And they definitely forgot the history between Sheamus and Jeff Hardy, as they worked as seemingly a very good tag team until Sheamus was eliminated and clotheslined Jeff Hardy. But I thought, nonetheless, it was great that Seth Rollins was the sole survivor. It was for the greater good. He said he would lead Team Raw, and he did. The Messiah, the architect, Seth freaking Rollins won, even though Kevin Owens walked away. I expected Owens to play a part in the main event. I was kind of shocked he didn't. But nonetheless, Owens did get that big spot. Walking out of Team Raw. What happens to Owens on Raw this week? That'll be fun. We had a pizza party for the Battle Royal tonight. I thought that was kind of fun. We all know Rock like pie. Technically, this is pizza pie. So let's go with it. Of course, WWE would have been paid a lot of money from Pizza Hut for this advertising, so that was kind of cool. Obviously, I love the tease as well with Byron Saxton and the pizza. And also, shout out, because I love the USA and Fox logos being on the back of the t-shirts and not just plain red. I thought, or plain red and blue. I thought that was kind of neat. We also got Otis eating a slice of pizza. What? It happened mid-match, and of course, this match was to put over Omos, and I'm fine with that. He is the giant now of WWE, and obviously they're trying to establish him. That's fine. It's not, bad or anything. I just kind of wish that they would have gone with someone else, but nonetheless, it is what it is. We have to talk, though, about Randy Orton. Of course, tonight, Randy Orton became the WWE superstar with most pay-per-view appearances ever. And they acknowledged it as well on the kickoff show, showing Randy Orton's tweet from yesterday, where he basically confirmed reports that he has now got the most pay-per-view appearances of all time. Also nice that they showed John Cena's tweet to Randy Orton. I thought that was kind of fun, a good way to establish it as a big achievement. Obviously, the women's 10-women tag team elimination match took place. I love the fact we had Shayna and Rhea. I really want to see these two have like a 30-minute match together. I think they could do some amazing stuff in that ring together. But we got a little preview of it tonight, so I'm fine with that. I wish Liv would have been part of the Soul Survivors, but obviously not to be. She did get a big pinfall over Toni Storm. And with the way she was eliminated, I'm okay with it. She was not only pinned by Sasha Banks, but she took multiple big moves to be eliminated. She got choked by Shayna. She got frog splashed by Shotzi and Sasha. And it was Bianca Belair who was the sole survivor. I loved her Raw attire. I thought that was kind of neat. And I'm okay with it. It's another huge accomplishment for Bianca Belair, who's won the Rumble, main evented and won WrestleMania. And now she has been the sole survivor of Survivor Series. There was also, by the way, a really cool promo during Survivor Series for the Almighty Era, Bobby Lashley. They showed you his entire WWE career highlights. Man, they are building Lashley, and I love that. He's gone from a WWE title run, and he's not being forgotten. I love that. Thank you for that, WWE. We need more Lashley. We also found out tonight that Brock Lesnar's suspension is no longer indefinite. So we are going to see Brock Lesnar back very soon. But I do honestly have to be critical of this pay-per-view. I think it lacked a big moment, in my opinion. It really did. It did okay for the matches we got. The wrestling was fine. I'm not going to critique the matches themselves because they were fine. But if I have to score this pay-per-view, it's only going to be a 7 out of 10. I think it did lack the big moment. It did lack the big fight feel that we need for the most big shows like this. And I think that hurt it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!